So I made a quick post and I asked you guys if you had any questions. And today we are answering Huavang932. Have you ever asked each other about the first impressions of one another? And I don't think we actually have.
I do remember my first time truly meeting Bart and Joe was on the Tick Tick tour.
That was the first time?
Yes.
That was the first time.
That was the first time, yes. And you guys, honestly, it's like you just see a bunch of Asians on the bus like, hi, hi, hi. So there's no impression. So your first real impression is the first show that we do. And, you know, there's a bunch of dancers. There's performers. I'm dancing. People are singing. I get it. Asian YouTubers are usually singing, usually dancing. And then I see you guys dressed up as Uncle Chin, Uncle Sam. And I'm like, what the is this?
You never seen it before?
No.
Oh.
No, I never watched you guys on. Or I saw like a more gangster thing that you guys did, like peeing on the wall, like in cholo outfits.
Oh.
You know what I'm
saying? Where we kept peeing on each other?
Other
like
sketches
that, yeah,
and stuff.
I think that stuff to me was like funny because it was a little bit more hardcore. But I never seen like you guys wearing the fucking elephant fucking hat with like a blazer, and then this buff ass dude too is like kind of really weirdly intimidating when you're around it. You're like, what is that? You know? And so I just remember thinking you guys were just insane. I was like, and ironically too,
that is pretty insane though.
If you don't know about the characters, why you just think that's nuts?
It is nuts. It is fucking nuts.
And if you don't have like the context and you just see, and you know how the Australian fans were too, the level of screaming was like
the fandom's awesome.
Fandom's so high, but I'm so confused at what the fuck this act is.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know what? They either must be so fucking gangster because like this shit is like, to me, I'm like, how is this funny? Because I didn't get it. I didn't know the characters.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Give me a high five when I got that girl from the club and brought her back to the hotel.
That sounds like something I might do.
But you're in the elevator with me.
Anthony,
You gave me a big
dude.
smile and then you gave me a high five. And I was like, Anthony's so cool.
And then he's like, she's out cold, right?
Oh, Jesus, Anthony.
You're with Lawrence. And I was with one of the promoters, the bootleg Bruno Mars.
Drugs, man. Like honestly, we was high fiving everybody at that point. Shit. I was in love with
You're giving away.
We didn't do nothing. We talked all night, and it was a room full of guys. It was like guys and gals. It was like a big group.
It's still Gio that gave me the biggest impression of your guys' camp. Because once like we went to that club.
Oh, she slapped that guy?
No, it's like some dude came up and then she pushed him, but he fucking flew on and like rolled over.
Damn.
And I was like, oh, and plus like Gio's big, so you're like, oh shit. I was like, this group, I don't know what they are, but they're crazy.
That was a really fun trip. Like, I really liked you and Lawrence because you guys didn't we do that skit too there? Were you guys a part of it in the hotel room?
Oh, we did one. We did like one giant
with Charlie, everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun time. But that was the first impression. So it was really like, and also I wasn't full time like dancing, performing. That was just like, it was obviously Victor who was way more YTS stuff. So Yo Mama Crew was asked to come out. Mike couldn't make it. So it was me, Victor, and then we just pulled in Lawrence. So I was the guy who was also working full time. And just being like, this is crazy. And then the only other comedian there was My Choni. So like, if it was like between comedians, My Choni versus like you guys, I was like, I don't know what these guys are, but they're crazy. So I'll hang with them.
What was your first impression of Steve? Do you remember when you first met him?
That was on JK here, right? Yeah, that was JK. My first impression of Steve.
Have you seen him? Have you already seen him on the channel or no at the time?
No, not really.
You weren't watching a lot?
I don't watch,
if you're not in it, if you're not in it.
You don't remember like the moment you're like,
I only clip farm my clips and then I look at all the comments.
It is kind of when it blends in and it's like over time you kind of forget, right? But I remember exactly when I met him and he left a pretty big impression because he was doing a roast. So like Nikki's always been on JK. So she would be like, oh, like my husband does comedy or whatever. Or she wasn't with, I don't know if you guys were married. Anyways.
We were married, but we were together, yeah.
Yeah, but like, for some reason, I thought you were just a prank channel.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, fair.
I didn't know you were like comedic. Like, and not to knock prank channels.
No, you're right. You're right.
Be your lane. And then when you roasted Tim Delaghetto, I was like, oh shit. What the fuck? Like, we should have him on. He's perfect for our show. And I was like, dude, this guy was hit, and it was so funny. And I was just like, oh, dude, like, I don't know why for the whole time. Maybe like Nikki didn't even explain it this way, but I think I seen you like on a Bang Bus parody, and then I just thought that like he just did funny, shocking pranks.
Right.
Yeah.
I actually do remember one thing about a first impression of you.
Okay.
It's because I met Nikki first, and
On JK?
I do remember this first impression type of thing because I had met Nikki first, and we smashed. But anyways, so I meet Nikki, and then I just remember her telling me about her boyfriend has a huge dick. I just remember for whatever concept because we were doing JK party together.
Oh.
Yeah,
Just mentioning it to you out of nowhere.
yeah, and so some obscure dude named Steve has like a huge cock, right? And I'd be like, oh, cool, funny, right? And then I remember doing JK News and then meeting him, but then in my mind, the only reference that I had was like, oh, Nikki's boyfriend, the guy with the huge dick.
So the whole time you were thinking, can I see it?
Yeah, I was just thinking about his huge cock the whole time we were shooting.
So I actually didn't meet Anthony for a long time. I met Anthony through Nina.
Here we go.
No, I don't know. No, I remember I heard about you over the years because these boys would talk about you.
Because I did JK before you.
Technically, but not to the volume that I did, my friend.
Not the significant impact he made.
Sure, but but yeah, I remember hearing about you a shitload, but I could never put a face to it until you finally came in, and then I was like, oh, that's who this cat is. So then, yeah, I didn't know that. It's so funny when I first met you, I just thought you were a cool guy. So I was kind of like, okay, well, I always kind of go into a room. I try to be as open-minded as I possibly can, and I try to kind of see who the comedians are so that I can try to work with them. And I knew right away you weren't a comedian, but in a good way. No, in an actual...
In a thank God way.
No, seriously, that's exactly what I'm saying. And that might have sounded like a diss, but it's not. It was more like, oh, cool, he's actually here to talk to us. And he's not trying to do his fucking bits to the camera the whole time instead, which always just doesn't work here, man. Like, I know that it works for some people, but it just doesn't work in this room. Like, you have to be engaged with the conversation. So I really like that. And you're just a deeper cat. And I don't know a lot of deep cats generally. I'm not that deep. Me and Nick aren't deep. But like,
You had to throw Nick in there?
well, no, me and Nick always talk about how we're not that deep. And when we're around Anthony, I'm like, Jesus Christ, this guy can talk about...
Yeah, that's where the duality of man.
Yeah, duality man, and he can like he'll just look off a cliff and be like, "Isn't it beautiful that we live?"
That's hella right though.
But right, like, I just think that's beautiful. But I'm not like that. I'm just looking off a cliff, going like, "It's fucking hot." You know what I mean? Like, I just don't think like that. But I think it's an admirable quality that I think is awesome. And you've added so much to this room, like with all that stuff, that I really dig it. Like, I think it's good to have deeper. It's good to have shades of intellect around. You know what I mean? Because we're pretty fucking stupid. Me, Joe, Bart. I like
Speak for yourself.
stupid. You know it.
I'm deep in my own ways.
Exactly. No, you're deep about your kid. You're as deep as it gets about your kid.
Trucks.
But in trucks. But then you're
Kid, trucks, guns.
kid, trucks, guns, Facebook Marketplace. As deep as the Mariana Trench. And then if you try diving in, you're gonna break your fucking neck and spine.
I studied Nietzsche, fool.
Break your neck and
I studied Nietzsche. That's deeper than any of you.
Okay.
What do you know about Nietzsche?
I think you studied. I think he studies Nietzsche like Grok just did. If I asked Grok, study Nietzsche, tell me about it real quick.
being Nietzsche right now. Look,
You don't want to learn anything about the Ubermensch.
This reminds me of when one of my favorite memories on JK is because it was tied to such a cool moment. We had Tulsi Gabbard on, and at one point, after like 2 hours, Joe's like, "I know more about politics than any of these guys do." And I'm like, "What? Why are you saying this?" And Tulsi's like, okay. She's just like, okay, cool. Like, that's like that right now. I know Nietzsche.
yeah, it's like she's
You want to have a
kindergarten
deep
cop.
battle? Go for it. Okay, this deep. Goes super deep.
Oh.
But when I first met Ryan, I think it was actually as a guest,
Yeah.
right? And then it wasn't the first time, but the first time I really like noticed.
That was the first time talking to you for real. Yeah.
Yeah, is when
Oh.
we went to the same school and we knew the same people, and you knew me before you knew me.
Yeah.
And I was standing
That's
right there, and you were
crazy.
asking me if I knew me.
Yeah.
He's like, "Have you met a guy named Joe Mama?" And I was like, "That's me." And that was the funniest moment.
That's fucking 20 years later.
I remember that time because
Yeah,
I remember
I remember
hearing
too.
him go, "You're Joe Mama."
That blew my mind harder than anything ever has.
Because I knew you, like, that's Ryan, you know, and then from Quest and all that. And then, oh, yeah, I think we went to the same school. And then we went, whatever. And I was like, that's cool. And then,
Because that's 2019. We're having that conversation, I believe, and I'm thinking about a guy I saw in 1997, and it's the same fucking guy, just shaved head and not talking.
And you look so mean.
And so mean, and everyone saying, "Don't talk to that guy. He's crazy."
Can you believe that's the same Joe?
No, that's
I'm like
why
happy crazy.
I know, dude.
he's looking at me and he says, "I'm Joe Mama." I thought he was gonna kill me, like I outed him, like he was on witness protection or some shit.
No, but that shocked me because I was like, do you know that this is the person you're talking about? And I was even shocked that he remembered me going to school that
Yeah,
day.
dude.
And I saw so many new students, and he was one of the new guys. And I was there to see my friend. And then I was like, I remember that moment. I don't remember you, but there was also like 10 new
Yeah,
people.
there's a lot of new people.
Yeah,
And I
so,
didn't know anybody
yeah.
yet. So they were just telling me who's who. And your face, his picture was still in the school directory because he was meant to appear. But because you got kicked out, they just left it in.
I got caught smoking weed.
So like your photo is in the book, and
Yeah.
everybody who's not at school, whose photo is in the book, everyone goes, "What the fuck happened to that guy?"
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
You know everybody.
There's 200 students, so if
Yeah.
there's one person that you're like,
Yeah.
is this dude even here? Like, why is he
Yeah.
in the directory?
Yeah, our classes were like 15 people.
Yeah,
something.
it was really small.
Yeah.
I think meeting Ryan, I was like, I feel like I always am learning still about you at all times. Oh, really? Yes, because you're such a weird fucking dude. I just don't ever think I know everything about you, and I always learn something new about you all the time. As opposed to these cats, I already think I got it figured out. Whereas with you, I'm always like, what the fuck? This guy's like doing new shit all the time that I didn't know about.
You were funny to me because I only knew you from your videos, and like I've seen so many of them, but I don't know how you are off camera. And then I just remember thinking like that you were so serious every time you were doing bits.
That's so funny to me.
Say things the wrong way or do the wrong shit or say something
Because he holds it such a straight face.
I just didn't know yet. So if he said something purposely dumb, I would just think he was dumb. but then he fucking likes that shit. So he was never correcting me like dude, that's just a fucking joke. Like he never one time would say that.
Like Ryan Goskins.
You watch the first videos that we're on together, every time he says his usual shit, I'm looking at him like, oh.
That's a huge compliment coming from you.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I don't know him well enough to tell him that's not correct.
I can't believe I chameleoned you of all people.
Because I just didn't know, like I was trying to be polite and like understand everybody, but then I'm like, there's no way this guy 100% of the time is purposely saying these things. And then like as we go, like he became my favorite like roaster that actually makes fun of the shit that makes me go, fuck, man. Like remember he was making fun of me because I was trying to first time host and I kept putting the screen like way back here. And he's like, are you fucking serious? We gotta go look. We gotta go to the other side of the room and look.
I remember that. That's crazy.
Yeah, and then it made me more comfortable because in the dance world, you lose the camaraderie of fucking with each other really quickly because they don't act like that. But you grow up stalking each other and fucking making fun of each other's actual vulnerabilities. And you lose that. And then JK is like, I found it again. I found that love of like, no, I'm going to make fun of the wounds you have. Because that's the way it was meant to be. But like, you get so correct over time. And I was like, dude, Steve's that fucking guy, dude.
Yeah, man. If you get SA'd, you can guarantee we're gonna fucking make fun of you.
That was my favorite. No, because I got SA'd big time by this gay cat, and Bart Bart was like, "Did it feel good?" And I love that. And like, cause you know how you're always worried about, oh man, this is gonna fuck up the vibes today. Like, cause I'm actually gonna talk about this. Like, honestly,
It was perfect too because Steve actually was serious, and he rarely gets serious.
Oh, dude, that's such a funny
And
video.
in that
Yeah.
quiet moment, Bart goes, "But did it feel good?"
I'm like, I'm so relieved because like, okay, cool, we're actually gonna still have a fun day. It's not like we could pivot and talk about real shit, and then Bart's gonna make it fun and elevate. But then I remember when that video came out, all the comments were just shitting all over Bart and be like, "What a piece of shit thing to say! What a piece of shit Bart is!" And all
This fucking room will eat you up.
but not about real shit. I don't think.
No. About like the best real shit though.
No, yeah. Sure.
Like actually, you getting essayed is real shit. That's
Yeah, sure, but I don't.
Thing happened to Subin and we gave him shit for it.
yeah. Look at that trauma. Look at that trauma getting passed on.
The one who said, "Yeah, but you liked it."
I can say it because I got said.
When he tries to get you back, you go, "Yeah, but you liked it." That's such a crazy comeback.
But yeah, no, this is the best place ever. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It really is.